Well, welcome to UK Drug Testing and ValueMed associated website support video for this new 17 panel saliva drug test. This is the design format that is manufactured for us currently by Alltest. You've got a single sample well here for the saliva to be applied, and then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs of results, some of which contain 3 drug tests. The cannabis is a single membrane with just one control and one test line, and then you've got the alcohol test pad, which is a one-to-one correlation with the blood alcohol levels at the time of testing, as long as there's been no residual alcohol left in the oral cavity at the time of sampling. Now, this screen, the combination on these currently is methamphetamine, oxybutynin, benzodiazepines, cocaine, amphetamines, PCPs, buprenorphine, K2, which is synthetic cannabis, MTD, methadone, opiates, ketamine, tramadol, fentanyl, barbiturates, and pregabalin, in addition to cannabis and alcohol. So a massive screen performed on a single sample, giving you a really broad spectrum drug test, including some quite rare and previously expensive and difficult to find saliva drug tests. This is the packaging as it will be presented. Alltest are the manufacturer. These are 17 drug saliva tests. They will have expiry dates marked on them with the egg timer symbol. They're good till the last day of the calendar month. They come with saliva collectors, swabs on sticks, and the collectant chamber, which I'll just pop open and demonstrate for you. This is packed with a little pack of desiccant, which if it is torn during opening, don't panic, as this one is. It will not interfere with the operation of the test at all. This functions as the saliva collector for dispatching the saliva collected on the swab. Has to go into this chamber to the minimum fill level indicated by the arrow. You then need to leave it in there for around 20 seconds to react with the membrane in there, and when it's done that, you give it a good shake, flip the lid open on the top, and what that forms then is a little pipette with a squeezy element on the end to discharge the saliva into the sample well. Retained saliva, and there should be plenty of it, can remain in the bulb once it's been done. We're going to collect the saliva on this swab and demonstrate the test running for you. The swab technique that we advise for the safe operation and optimal operation of this drug test is for the collector to witness the donor collecting the saliva and give them the following instructions. With the tip of the tongue to lick all around the top teeth on the outside, closest to the cheek and gums, lick the outside of the bottom teeth, left to right, lick the inside of the top teeth several times from molar to molar, and repeat that with the lower teeth. Then lick into the cheeks on the right 3 or 4 times with the tip of the tongue. Same on the left, lick the roof of the mouth, and then in a lapping motion lick the base of the mouth and up the front of the lower teeth, allowing a pool of saliva to form in the mouth, which you then hand the swab to the donor and ask them to place this into that saliva pool in the mouth until they feel that the swab is soft and squishy, and then very gently to repeat the process. And they do that themselves using the swab on the stick, outside of the top teeth, outside of the bottom teeth, into the cheeks and gums, roof of the mouth, top of the tongue, and then just to hold it in the front of the mouth and with the tongue feed saliva onto the swab for a further 5 to 10 seconds before presenting it back to the collector. Now I'm going to do that process now, and we'll show you the swab being discharged into the collector chamber and how to run this test. Now I've just completed that swabbing process. You would normally wear gloves if you are collecting this sample from a third party, but the sponge is placed into the chamber, and by pumping it up and down several times you should see the saliva discharging. There we go, just see how good a volume of saliva you've collected. That's well over the minimum level indicator. If it didn't reach that, hand the swab back to the donor. It's not come in contact with anything in this chamber. That means it can't go back into their mouth, and you repeat the swabbing process until you've got that minimum level of saliva. You then leave it in there for around 20 to 30 seconds, and just agitate it while you do so with that membrane in there. And then when you've completed that, I'm just going to flip the lid and apply into the sample well 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drops of saliva. You can then close the chamber just by flipping the little pipette down, and that should then not leak. And now what we should see is these membranes starting to run, as you can see there. And now we've got to wait until 2 to 3 minutes have elapsed, and that should be adequate for all these tests to run. So we'll start the camera up when we've got these all run through. Now this test has been running now for between 3 and 4 minutes, which is the read time for the alcohol pad. You're comparing it against the colour chart, which will have been provided with the tests you've purchased. You're looking for the alcohol pad to stay a creamy yellow colour. Any alcohol present or detected will cause this to change blue, and you're comparing it against the nearest match on the alcohol chart to get your semi-quantitative level for the alcohol at the point of collection. Please note the evaluation colour card is a multifunctional piece of card. It covers 6 other parameters, none of which are included in this particular test. So don't be confused about those. You are just interested in the alcohol. Now let's have a look at the drug tests lines. You can see we've got all 6 of the strips run fully. If you find after 30 seconds or 45 seconds 1 or 2 of these aren't running, add further saliva. You may not have put adequate droppage into wet all 6 of these membranes. It takes quite a bit of that saliva sample because this is a big test. Now we've got a full set of control lines and a full set of test lines in this particular test. So T1, T2, T3 refer to the drug abbreviations in reference and order, and then the C line indicator on the panel here marked with a C. You must have a control line at the top of each of these runs to interpret any of the results below. No C line is an invalid test. You must have the control line. Then you're looking for the presence or absence of test lines. If a test line is present, the drug test is negative for that drug group. Thin and faint lines are common. You'll see there's quite a bit of variation between the test lines on this particular panel, but any test line, no matter how thin or faint, in the presence of a control line is a negative drug result. If at 10 minutes you've got your control line showing, but 1 or more of the test lines not showing, 10 minutes is the correct read time for a non-negative or a positive result. Now, phraseology is key here. These are screening tests, so it is a failure to pass the screening test. It doesn't tell you exactly what's caused that. It's most likely the drug group that you're screening for, but there are some cross reactions and some medications that these will pick up. So please be aware that any positive or non-negative results do need confirming using a GCMS or LCMS laboratory accredited confirmation method, which will pinpoint the exact drug that's in the system and confirm the level of that drug, and if medication has been declared, report if it is consistent or inconsistent with the consumed medication. These tests will be available shortly from the UK Drug Testing website. The combinations we're taking them in will vary slightly from this demonstration pack, as we intend to bring in probably 2 or 3 various combinations targeting various end users who will be interested in screening for this large broad spectrum set of common drug groups. If there are any questions, do feel free to contact us via the live chat on our websites or through our customer service team, who are available Monday to Friday 9 till 5 to support buyers and help in any questions that you have. Thanks for watching.